What's up guys, Steven here and welcome back to a new video. So Huawei has released a brand new P20 Lite smartphone and today in this video we'll see if it's worth it or not. So let's go. Huawei's Lite series was always a huge success in the budget smartphone market because they combined reasonable specs with their great design and reliability. The P20 Lite is no exception. It features an iPhone X design, okay specifications and Huawei's typical Emotion UI with plenty of features. The iPhone X has inspired a lot of smartphone manufacturers and I think Apple is already feeling the heat from the competition. When I first got the smartphone a week ago, it felt like an iPhone X display in the body of the Honor 8. Actually a nice combination. The phone is very lightweight with only roughly 135 grams and still packs a 3000 mAh battery inside. The battery life is great. I've got an average of 5 hours of screen on time and recharging the phone is really fast due to Huawei's quick charge technology, which delivers up to 2 amps at 9 volts, charging your phone to 100% in around 90 minutes. The 5.84-inch screen comes with a 19:9 form factor, Full HD Plus and notch design. It looks very good, sharp and vibrant and it is bright enough for outdoor usability, even though it is not the brightest screen I've seen. I'm not a huge fan of that notch design, but it makes the phone really compact. Actually, it's a perfect phone for people who enjoy small and lightweight smartphones. The phone supports Face Unlock, which works really reliable and is also super fast. For additional security, there is for sure a fingerprint scanner on the backside that also unlocks almost every time and operates really fast. At the bottom of the frame you can find a headphone jack and a Type-C port, which is actually amazing because the phone is already very thin and packs a big battery, but they still fit in there a headphone jack. There's also a mono speaker right next to it which sounds pretty okay, but just listen for yourself. On the back of the smartphone you will find the dual camera module and as always on the Lite version there is no Leica branding. It packs a 60 megapixel and a secondary 2 megapixel camera with LED flash. On the front there's another 60 megapixel front-facing camera with a notification LED next to it. The phone runs EMUI 8, but please keep in mind I've got the phone very early and this is not the final software version. As always, EMUI feels great. It is smooth, packs a lot of useful features like gestures, easy to use customizations and eye comfort mode. You can slide down from both sides of the notch to open the status bar, so there's actually no difference like on the iPhone X. The phone feels really snappy and browsing the web, social media or playing games with various background apps is no problem. I could even play the latest games like PUBG, Nova or plenty of other racing games. The Kirin 659 is basically on the same level as the Snapdragon 625, so occasional hiccups or lags might occur. But still this phone has good enough performance for most of the users, even though it's not a flagship. So occasional hiccups or lags might occur. But still this phone has good enough performance for most of the users. It's not a flagship though. It's a single SIM phone and supports microSD cards to extend the internal memory of 64GB and as far as I know, it's not waterproof. When it comes to taking pictures with the smartphone, you won't be disappointed. The camera quality is not really outstanding, but it's reasonably good for the price. This is not the final software, so please wait a bit for my full camera review. The camera app packs all the usual Huawei modes and Pro mode and even allows you to shoot pictures in RAW mode and adjust all kind of settings like exposure, ISO and shutter. Color reproduction is good without too much saturation and also sharpness and details are okay if you have enough light. In low light, as most mid-range smartphones, it's not super impressive. But if you take your time for a shot and keep your phone steady, you can also get some reasonably good pictures without too much blur. The bokeh effect and background separation works also really good, and there are plenty of cool modes in the app. Unfortunately, 4K recording is not supported with this chipset. The video footage in 1080p looks quite good, but it could be sharper, and also I'm missing some kind of stabilization. So videos usually turn out to be quite shaky. If we compare this to the OnePlus 5, then the stabilization is totally on a different level. Other than that, I was surprised by the front-facing camera, which deals pretty good with all kind of lighting situations. So this feels really like a lifestyle selfie phone. The connectivity was also very good, GPS indoor without SIM card no problem, and a good compass and GPS signal outdoors. So regarding Wi-Fi, it's pretty much on the same level like on my Galaxy Note 8, and I didn't experience any issues. And the phone also supports NFC this time. Unfortunately, I dropped the phone during shooting the video, and even though the phone is completely made out of glass except of the frame, it's surprisingly stable. I expected that it will crack in 1000 pieces, but I've got only a small crack in the left bottom corner. So all in all, it's a good looking smartphone with okay performance and an acceptable camera. If you like the iPhone X design, but you prefer Android, then this is your choice. Alright guys, so we're now here at the end of this video, and I just want to quickly give you my personal opinion on the smartphone. So well, as I said before, it feels so much like an Honor 8 mixed up with an iPhone X, and not in a bad way. I really like the Honor 8 design with the shiny surface here on the back. And well, it's very lightweight. First of all, I thought it's a prototype because it's so lightweight, but still packs a huge battery, which actually brings me through the day. Now, I'm not a big fan of that notch design, but well, with 18:9 smartphones, like also the Galaxy Note 8, you have to, change the form factor. This has a lot of positive things, like you get a nice looking screen in the front, but also a lot of negative things, like media is still 16:9, and you have to zoom in, you have to crop the image, you have to change by software to the full screen mode or something like that. But actually, it's just something to get used to. Now the notch has no function here, so it doesn't matter if you slide down from the left side or the right side, but I got used to it like within a day. Now most of the people actually said to me, hey cool, is that the new iPhone X? No, it isn't. So it really looks like an iPhone, but feels like an Android smartphone, and this is something I love about Huawei. Emotion UI is great, it looks great, I like shiny things, and not so happy with the design of the display, but still a very beautiful and functional smartphone. There will be a camera comparison very soon, also a in-depth camera review on the smartphone coming tomorrow, so make sure you check it out. And make sure to check out my P20 review, which will be amazing, because this is the smartphone which is going to replace my Note 8. Seriously, stay tuned. Alright ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, put them down below in the comments. If you have anything else, then just feel free to contact me. Also, please like this video if you liked it and subscribe to stay tuned about more smartphone reviews. I'm Steven from TechMagnet, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a nice day, guys.